Hi, we are Justice and you're listening to Noisy Radio on Beats One.
Yeah, the new video we released is for Love SOS, and it's a video we've been working on for 1 year, I think, because it took us such a long time to put it together and find a good casting and everything, and a good director also. I guess it's like this video, like all the other ones, is just us trying to make something that is interesting to watch and beautiful to watch, but beautiful in a strange way maybe. But I guess because most of the things that we think are beautiful are there's always an element of strangeness, and it's actually fun to see that the world is really divided in two categories. The people who can find an interest in something that is a bit different from what they usually see, and people who can definitely not cope with something that is like just so it's less abstract. Like the video is a male a dancer that is very like muscular and like his face is like he's a bit like disfigured. Does it exist in English? And actually we wanted him to be more disfigured. Like in our mind it was more like, what's his name in I don't know his name in English. In the Goonies, is it something, a sloth? That's his name. And yeah, because for us to enjoy watching a dancer, it doesn't have to be like a female dancer in a bikini. And we wanted like the point we're trying to make is that it can be as interesting and beautiful to watch a male and that doesn't have like a pretty face. And then like the second part of the video is also something that we like to watch, which is just like raw violence. So the video is just about like showing different things that are at the same time that can be unpleasant, but that are still beautiful.
Every video we release, we don't wanna, as for the music, we don't want to explain everything just because like the way you perceive it like depends on your background, like your and everything. So we always like to deliver them and to leave people like find their own meaning in the things we do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like it's the. I mean, this is the way we work because we always like to take time to make things, but it's a bit of a risky pattern, like to release like a record like every 4 or 5 years. But yeah, I guess that's how it is because we can't really rush at making things. So.
Yeah, the idea behind this new album, behind Woman Worldwide, is. Will you edit the burps? Every time we tour, we have to adapt a lot the music that is on our albums to make it work live for 2 reasons. The first one is that we really make albums with no regard for efficiency in terms of the songs being danceable or anything like this. But when we play live, it's the opposite of that. It's really like we really make music for the people who are coming to see us. So they change a lot, and we adapt them to make them really, really efficient. You know, when we play a festival, and there's maybe like, I don't know, 1/4 or sometimes 1/10 of the crowd that is here to see us, and all the other ones like maybe know 1 track or they don't even know anything. The game is to try to catch them and keep them till the end and make them have a good time and mostly remember what they saw. So everything has to be more straightforward. And the other reason why we adapt the things that we are just 2 on stage and so are very limited in what we can do. And the tracks as they are on the albums are impossible to reproduce on stage. When we go on tour, we really make new versions of the songs, and we like them obviously because we play them a lot, and so that just comes from the desire of sharing this music with people, but in a better quality than what you can find on YouTube or anything. This is why after like maybe a year of tour, when the versions were like good, because it takes time for things to be refined, and we recorded like I don't know, like maybe 20 shows, and then we got back to Paris and took the best take of every track and then re-edited that in our studio and mixed it also the way we want it to be mixed, which is not always which can't be the case when we're playing live because the equipment we have is limited, and it never happens that we play a show where we have exactly the good sound, and we also we always make mistakes, so we never play a show from A to Z without making mistakes. So that was the occasion of like finalizing that in our studio and then sharing it with people. Because for us it's not, although it was recorded live, it's not a live album, and we didn't want to present it as a live album, but more as a sort of like Justice's greatest hits. But instead of having just like the tracks, you have new versions of the tracks. So the process was to record it live because there's no other way for us to record it, because this music didn't exist. I mean, as long as we don't play it, it doesn't exist. We have to play it. But apart from the process, at the end, it's not a live album in any way, in any capacity. It is because we play the tracks, but it's as live as a rock and roll band recording their songs live to make a studio album. You know what I mean? live show looks very electric more than electronic. Like we never really enjoyed the like electronic music visual aspect of like videos and screens and having like clowns dancing and stuff like this, you know. But just because we don't come from electronic music, so it's not something that appeals to us. So we've always like tried like to stick to something as simple as possible, and the direction is exactly the same as 10 years ago, although we had less production means. That's why like our light engineer, we use the same since 10 years, comes from like very classical theater, where they learn how to get the most out of minimal equipment. So the brief when we met him was like, okay, we're not gonna use any videos, and you're just gonna use like white light, and maybe like one or twice in the show we can like just change colors or whatever, but it has to be like very theatrical and simple. And then we just kept on upgrading this. So the live shows as they are today, they use a lot of technology, including video technologies, but it's never to show figurative images. It's just a source of light that you can use in a more flexible way, because you can make matrix with it, and it's just a source of light that you can turn on and turn off in like different thousand ways.
No, but I guess like new bands in France, they just like finally lost this very like inner complex of singing in French, but mostly because like we grew up like being exposed only to American or English music. So for us, like it just made sense like to make music in English. But I guess and also like I don't know if it has a proper connection, but like the radios at some point like in France had ratios like you had to play a certain amount of French music.
But they still do. It's still the same.
Yeah, but when we were growing up, it was not really played on radios like French music. And I guess it's a good thing because they managed to do something specific to France and not trying to be copycats of, I don't know, like American rappers or English rock bands.
But then I have another theory about that. I think it's always the same, is that I think there was always a lot of people making French-speaking music, but then you have one of them that actually breaks and make like some sort of like international move, and then there will be like dozens of them following and walking in the same door. And I think the most recent example was, you know, between Stromae. I don't know if like it's, but he managed like to make something with a French-speaking record. Then there was PNL, like French rap, and that gives a lot of that gives a new perspective for French-speaking musicians who think, okay, it's possible to make it like this. So I don't have like to make it in English, and maybe it's possible. So it encourages like a new generation of musicians to actually stick to that. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna have good music coming out of it. So it's like a virtuous circle. Can you say it?